Try some, then it's bye-bye. Laugh in your face like ha-ha. Ran off on them. Ounces of everybody when I'm tripping. Ain't nobody give a when I ain't have a. Just hit another. Now I'm back on my feet. I got that for the cheap. Everybody come shop with me, cause I done ran off on them. I ain't say you looking for me. I don't really give a. No. Oh man. Cause I'm all up. Ran off on them. I ain't say you looking for me. I don't really give a. Oh no. Oh man. Cause I'm all up. Ran off on them. Ain't getting it back, so don't you bother me. Been on my line, ain't hitting them back, so why he calling me? They know he rob. Tryna stop a G, tryna make it hard for me, tryna make it hard for me.
Yeah, Sleek Rick type of, cause I'm a bad, get up, in a plane.
We're the land of the free.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Nowitzki. Robertson is out there with Pippen. And it's Bird. And it's O'Neal in at center. And for Detroit, D-Wade out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Garnett. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Now here's Robertson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I can see the bruises.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Pippen. Not going to go that time. Good D by Wade. Garnett against Bird. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Pippen, the pass to Nowitzki. Excellent D from Wade. And so Curry will bring it up for the Pistons.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel. A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Here's Wade. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And even though the defense is there, it does not bother Dwayne Wade. He's seen it all.
Curry against Robertson. Here's Bird. Rebound by the Pistons. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Now here's Robertson. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. It's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Curry can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
O'Neal and Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Wade outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. To the paint. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Stolen by Wade. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Bird. And again, it's Portland converting.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Antetokounmpo is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Gervin. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's West in at point. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brent, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
West up on top, defended by Griffin. West against Griffin, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Walton's checked in for O'Neal. Here's Giannis. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Walton. Fade away. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Curry outside. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
West finds Giannis. And the layup's good off the glass.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
And it's Carter missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
West outside. Fires at the elbow. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And how about the lift? West gets on his shot, leaning back just a touch. Very difficult to contest.
Pierce inside the three-point line, misses off the right iron. Trailblazers leading by 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Doncic with the steal. Carter outside. Great look there, but off target.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important.
All right, right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that should do it with...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oscar Robertson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
They've got Howard. Paul George is out there with Garnett, and there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Shot from 16. That misses off the backboard.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Back to Howard. Over Robertson. Howard can't hit. Portland leading by 6. Here's Bird. From the high post, he drills it. Bird's got the first basket of the second half here for the Trailblazers. To win with consistency, Brent, you need guys who you can bank, guys you can count. With that in mind, who's the most consistent scorer you see night in and night out?
Kevin Durant and James Harden are just tremendous at scoring the basketball. Anywhere they are, at any time, they have an opportunity within a few minutes to explode and put 10 or 12 points on the board. And so those individual runs, and then Kevin, quite frankly, the attention defensively from the opposition to try to shut them down will open up opportunities for other guys to flood into the game that haven't had any impact thus far.
Exactly.
So now all of a sudden they get going, but Durant, Harden, and last year there were stretches where Paul George absolutely entered this category.
Detroit making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. 1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. Lets it go from 14. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Shaq. Bird's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Wade. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Wade just simply one of the best two guards of all time. Nice to just sum it up in one sentence right there. A dynamic all-around talent. He just continues to add to his legacy.
That free throw good from Wade. And the Pistons making a change here. Carter's checked in. And Portland with a change here too. Walton's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Trailblazers leading by 6. Robertson passes to Bird. Pippen with it, guarded by Doncic. Pippen against Carter. Pass to Robertson. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Robertson's got 8.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Here's Doncic. The 18-footer is right on the mark. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Robertson against Wade. Robertson kicks to Bird. It's Pippen on the wing. They get it back. Here's Nowitzki. And that comes off the assist by Bill Walton.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Garnett outside. Wide open look. That one wide left.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Trailblazers leading by 9. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Nowitzki is out there with Bird. Then there's West. Then it's Walton. And it's Robertson in at the 2 spot.
Sounds good. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Yeah, and in every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. And folks, that's Larry Bird.
Here's Garnett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Bill Walton. First one falls for him. A different look now for Portland. Malone comes in for Walton. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Larry Bird.
And Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Curry's checked in for Carter. Here's West. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Pistons trail by 12. Here's Garnett. Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game 1 in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous and great confidence. And the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
Malone against Doncic. Malone down low. Here's Robertson. George is checked in for the Pistons. O'Neal's checked in for Portland. Gervin comes in for West. Pistons trailed by 14. Wade outside. Here's Garnett. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Stolen by Wade. And for the Pistons, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Robertson passes to Nowitzki. Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Parker. Outside Rose. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
Paul outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.